Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm so excited you guys are right here. I got a lot to show you, and I don't want to give it all away because you guys might want to go and take a trip for yourself and take the family, or whether you are going solo, whether you are on a motorcycle, whether you have your own mini camper, whether you are gonna fly, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, I hope you enjoy your journey. And in doing so, hopefully I'm motivating you so that you can go and get out there and see these beautiful places that we've been to. Now, in my opinion, I think that you might like these places, and that hopefully I can spark a little bit of interest in you, so that way you'll be interested in going and making some set dates for yourself and the family and drive up there. I'm telling you, it is beautiful to where we're going. So, without further ado, let's start out with good morning. It is 6:30 actually when we started driving, and that was from our campsite from the last video, from Big Sisters, or Big Lake, Sisters, Oregon. Sorry about that. And now we're trying to make our way up to Newport, which is going to be our first stop. And it's not going to be for us to stay there, but only to pass through and gas up and continue on our way. So why don't we do that and get there, so that way you can see where we're heading to. Let's do it. So we finally made it to Portland, Oregon. And like I mentioned, I'm only gonna make a quick stop because we are going to continue on our road, and I don't want to bore you with all the freeway shots and all that. So we got to get to our destination just as quick as possible because we have a time limit to get there. So we are now in the state of Washington, and we are crossing this awesome bridge and over the river. And it's just so amazing to see how this bridge was well constructed. And it's so awesome to see that this land of, or body of water that is here, gives this a very awesome impression of how beautiful this state is. I mean, thoughts for the future. But as I was told, traffic, it's just like here in the Bay Area. So we didn't want to make too much of it because we still have to get to our destination, and this already delayed us by 40 minutes. So let's get to our destination. And well, here we are next to the harbor where all the ships and the containers come. And it's also an industrial area. I don't know what type of business are near there because I was so busy driving and I just wanted to get to our destination. And one of the things that we wanted to do is just get there and start setting up camp. And then we don't have that much time, so we just wanted to go out and take a quick walk and go to the beach and enjoy the rest of the evening besides making our dinner. Well, welcome to Dash Point State Park. And here's a picture that I took that's right off of the side over by the beach, coastal access area, if you will. And here's our campsite, and it took us under 30 minutes to do. So as you see here, we are making our way to the beach. And like I mentioned before, all you have to do is, if you're camping at Dash Point Campground, you just drive across the street. It'll take you down the road. It's about a quarter mile away. Park at the parking lot and you'll find this beach. also there is some picnic tables, there is restrooms, and then on the other part of the park there is also some picnic tables, and not to mention there's also a lot of hiking trails. Now take a look at this beautiful scenery right next to the ocean. You can walk for at least a half a mile. There's some private properties on that end, and you can go swimming. You can have a wonderful day with the family there, just enjoying the picnic and having the time of your life right there. So we headed back to our campsite and we made dinner for the evening, because after a long drive I needed to relax, sit down and eat, and then sit next to our campfire and enjoy the evening. Good morning, everybody. Well, as you can see, we are on the road and we are headed to our destination. We woke up this morning and had our breakfast and made our coffee, and we have it on hand, so that way it'll make this trip pleasant. Well, today we have one of the most busiest days of our schedule for our entire trip. But before we go to our destination and take you to where we're going, I'd like to take this opportunity and have you guys subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, that way you get reminders of when I upload videos. And if you could also please hit that like button if you like these videos. And in the future, we'll be having more videos like this, as well as moto camping and other adventures and travels. Alright, so here we go. I won't delay with more talking, so I'll just have you look at this footage and enjoy the journey to our first destination. Well, we made it, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Seattle, Washington, visiting the Space Needle. I am so excited to take you along with me and show you the inside of the Space Needle. And because this is my first time and many of you guys have never been here either, so it's my pleasure to take you along and show you the inside. But we need to make our way around because the entrance is just around the building on the other side, and let's make that happen just a little bit faster. Yeah. So we finally made it inside, and as soon as you go in through the main doors, you're gonna find yourself with tons of information. I believe there was at least 6 billboards, and each of these billboards gives you a lot of information of how this building got built. And there, in between a couple of those billboards, you'll find these cylinder tubes that have the step-by-step of how this building got built. And it's just amazing to see and come across all this information that very well it might take you about 40 minutes or so to read everything in depth and just look at the pictures in detail. And can I also tell you that this special building that's located in Seattle has been in tons of movies, also in a cartoon TV series called The Jetsons. And when I was a kid, I used to watch The Jetsons all the time. I really liked that cartoon, and the Space Needle was an inspiration of that cartoon. So let's go ahead and make our way up over to the elevators, because now we're gonna go up. Oh, check out this Space Needle made out of Legos.
Deck, where you'll be up at a height of 520 feet out of the Space Needle's total height of 605 feet. That's 184 meters or 60 stories. The Space Needle was built back in 1962 to be the centerpiece for the World's Fair that year, which was held all below and around us on what's now the Seattle Center. The theme of the fair was imagining life in the futuristic 21st century, and here we are now.
So as soon as we step out of the elevators, we're in the lobby area. And then you go down a couple of steps and you open the doors and you're outside. Now you can walk around the whole perimeter of it and take a look at the 360 view of the whole city. It is very beautiful. You get to see the ocean there. You also get to see the different sides of the city, and in a couple of places you can see how it kind of looks like San Francisco. Not a lot, but still a beautiful city. And we want to make our way also all the way around and take a look at the different sides. Now, if you see that helicopter right there on the screen, I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but that helicopter went and gave a tour to whoever the people are inside about 3 to 4 times. Well, now we find ourselves down on the second floor below from where we were at. And they call it the rotating floor because, as you can see there, the mechanics of it, the floor is rotating. And it will take you all the way around non-stop until the end of the day. And that was pretty awesome. Also, did I also mention that they have a snack bar and a coffee bar upstairs? No drinks allowed on the second floor. But let's go ahead and go to what's next on our agenda. So as we make way to what's next on our agenda, we came across a street performer who plays violin. And I'm pretty sure you guys might recognize this song, and man, did he kill it. He was pretty awesome. Really, really good musician. He really nailed it. Give him props. Man, he was all into it. So we are now here at the Chihuly Glass and Garden, and let me tell you that it's one of the most beautiful places that I have ever been to, and you might want to check this out because it's a glass and garden sculpture museum. And this Glass and Garden Museum is also a wildlife sanctuary. And now let's make our way over to the Museum of Pulp Culture. Come and join us. Welcome to the Museum of Pop Culture. In this museum, you are going to see tons and tons of beautiful artifacts and movie props. And not only that, you're going to also see a lot of historical stuff, which I didn't have time to show you guys. These are only a few pictures that I took to show you guys. Well, at least for YouTube, because I have tons and tons of pictures, but you gotta make way up here and visit this place at some point, because like I mentioned earlier, we have a lot on our agenda for today. And our next thing on the agenda is Pikes Market. So come and join us as we give you a little tour about the Pikes Market. Also, I just want to mention that this place is beautiful. It has a lot of little alleys, ways, and little shops and everything that you'll find within one building. There's a lot of fresh grocery markets. There's a lot of history markets. It's unbelievable. It is amazing to see a lot of tourism in this area. It's almost like San Francisco status, but you'll find a lot of little tiny restaurants within the markets, within little coffee shops, pastries. And talking about little pastries and coffee shops, there's also a lot of different cultural shops that you'll find food that you just might want to try from different nationalities. So, and if you see this line that's on my right hand side of the screen, believe it or not, but that line was to what I was told the very first Starbucks that had opened there in Seattle, that branched out of there. So let's continue on this little tour, and I'll have you guys see for yourselves. Enjoy. So we're gonna make our way across the street. At that building across the street, it is so amazing to walk into a building where there's so many stands, and within these stands you'll find the different little shops, little restaurants. As you can see here, there's a floral shop, there's a lot of gift shops, and let me tell you, oh my goodness, there was just so much to see. It's unexplainable. You guys have to come and see for yourself. And if it was up to me, I would have been buying so much stuff from the personal artists that are selling their items there. These things are very beautiful, but we have no space for more stuff, and I wish I can. And now here is an alleyway that I did not want to go because I get grossed out. I think it's pretty nasty. The famous wall of gum. Why? I don't understand. This was awesome, the Graffiti Alley, and it is so awesome to see that it just stays there, you know. That has a lot of history behind it too. And I'm telling you, this city is just amazing. If you can make your way up here, I think you might like it. I think you might love it. Oh my goodness. Look, for example, you see this gift shop? They're making stuff out of metal. There's a few things that I see there that I really love. And look at this, glass made necklaces, custom made by the artist. Now there is the title of their business card. As I said, we have a lot on our agenda, so we had to make way and keep on trucking. So many things to see. But if you don't ever have the chance to come and take a look, hopefully with what I've recorded just might spark of interest for you to travel and take a look for yourself. And I hope you're enjoying this video and the places that I'm showing you. But like I mentioned earlier, there is just so much to see around that city, and one day is just not enough. You need at least 3 days to enjoy this beautiful city. But we gotta keep on moving because next on our agenda is Miners Landing, and we are gonna get on the Seattle Great Wheel. So let's go for a little ride and let's take a couple of pictures, and I hope you enjoy the scenery. And well, after the Seattle Great Wheel ride, we got hungry. So we went to the Fisherman's Restaurant and Bar, and it is very beautiful inside. And my dinner for that evening was a bowl of cioppino and a glass of wine. But let's make way over to a 4D Wings Over Washington, which is an awesome ride that you must go take. But they didn't allow us to record, so you have to experience it for yourself. And after we were out of there, we took a little cruise around the bay in the Argosy cruise ship. Now, this is how we end this evening, this day of our 4th day on the trip. So I hope you really have enjoyed this day, and you probably saw a lot of stuff that you just might like, hopefully. And I hope you enjoyed this video that I have made for you guys, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And just a reminder, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like this video, it would help us so much to make more video content like this one for the future. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that notification bell. And if there's anything that you would like to see in the near future, please post it down in the comments below. If you have any comments or questions that I can help you with, also leave those down in the comment section below. Other than that, I'm gonna leave the links in the description box of some of these places that we visit. Hope you enjoy it and have a good evening.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we back away from the dock, we have to blow the horn. One long, two short blast. I'm sorry, one long blast just to be annoying. Here we go.
Did not spread eaves on top that are just starting to light up out over the water right here. The Edgewater Hotel opened up in 1962. The World's Fair is coming to Seattle, and we were expecting 9 million visitors. So the Edgewater opened up as a place to host some of those people. Unfortunately, it's pretty tricky to build a hotel over the water, and they ended up opening their doors just about 2 weeks after the end of the fair. They hosted exactly 0 of those 9 million. But the Beatles really did give the Edgewater that reputation as a rock and roll hotel, so a lot of other bands ended up staying there. And